are joining here today for the beginning of a training program. This training program, as you all know, we have planned it for 50 hours. This is a 50-hour training program. And the breakdown of the schedule is 10 hours will be dedicated for interactions. And this is the first such session. And 32 hours will be online study, where you will be given, those who have registered will be given a ID and password so that you can enter a Moodle platform. And in that Moodle platform, you will get the study materials, videos, and other materials necessary for your study. So you can take your own time, go through these materials, and come for the interactions. We want many of the resource persons, including Mr. Anil, was prepared to travel to Kochi for addressing you physically. But our plan was not so perfect enough so as to say that, all right, please travel tomorrow. So I think that in the coming days, we will have more physical sessions. We have already contacted, apart from Mr. Anil, Mr. Sundar Raju, who is the Director of Asian Arbitration Center, Malaysia. Formerly it was Kuala Lumpur Arbitration Center, I think. And he has agreed to help us. Niti Sachdeva, who is the Registrar General of Mumbai Center for International Arbitration, has agreed. Mr. Senior Advocate Ratan K. Singh, many of you maybe know, he has come earlier also. Mr. Imba Vijayan, and many other faculties have agreed to help us in this process. And what is more important is that there is no point in teaching anybody of this age. It is the question of only learning. So we will be providing you materials. Please go through that. We will come back for the interactive sessions. And in the interactive sessions, we will raise our concerns, questions to the faculties who come for the meeting. And as of now, we have scheduled 4 such interactions and a seminar. The first interaction is today, which you can have with Mr. Anil after his session. You may be able to raise your doubts regarding the topic that is discussed. Otherwise, what was planned is that in the first session, we would want you to be having some idea about what is the difference between arbitration and other dispute resolution methods, how arbitration is superior to other dispute resolution methods in terms of concept of confidentiality and party autonomy, then ancestral model law, then you need to know about the New York Convention, why it is universally the agreements are recognized and arbitration awards are enforced. Then flexibility of arbitration. Mustaq sir has talked to you about the flexibility point, and in fact, this was included as per his suggestion when we circulated this document. Scope of online arbitration and resolving international commercial disputes. This is the first topic. You need not be having a concern about the fact that during the interactive sessions, all these things are not covered. Those things that are not covered here, you will be receiving materials and you will be getting videos, and so that I think that process will be working simultaneously. The next session is principles of arbitration and party autonomy. One point. And how this arbitration process works when in a scenario where we say that CPC and Evidence Act will not apply, how this actually works. This may be the second session where we'll be discussing about a comparative study of the English Arbitration Act with the Indian Arbitration Act, because English Arbitration Act is the only act which has not followed the ancestral model law. They have their own original law, and they have adopted certain concepts which are from India. That's my understanding. That is, one is duties of the arbitrators, duties of the parties, and things like that. The consequences for violating these duties are included. Obviously, in India, I think that these concepts should have been included in our constitution. Principles of arbitration. Then we will be talking about party autonomy and the classification of the entire Arbitration and Conciliation Act, and the role of CPC and evidence in arbitral proceedings. That will be our second session. Third session is the case management. Case management in arbitration. Procedural order number 1. You will find some similarity in the new amendment to the CPC, where we will find the commercial courts have a case management system which is very similar and which is being operated in arbitrations. Then we will be discussing about section 16, where the tribunal will be deciding on its own jurisdiction. Then role of interrogatories, discovery, production of documents, expert evidence, and many of these things where, insofar as litigation lawyers are concerned, I think that they have done it 100 times during their practice career. We will also be talking about document-only arbitration, evidence and oral hearing, termination of proceedings. In the fourth session, we will be talking about role of courts in arbitration, and this session will be taken by Justice C.S. Dias. Sir has agreed to talk to you on this topic, and this is exclusively set apart. Will be included in that session. And the final session is award writing. Award writing, where form of award, statutory requirements of an award, interim award, final award, fundamentals of award writing, interest cost, etc. And you will be given an assignment that is regarding award writing. Award writing assignment will be given. The first part of the assignment will be given before the next session, but the second part will be given to you after the final session. And you will be given some time to write the award, and the award will be evaluated, and some prizes and things like that have been offered by the jury. And then we will have the future of we are planning a seminar. Please don't mix up with our course. Our course ends with the 5 sessions, and this is a seminar where we want to invite international accredited arbitrators to travel to Kochi and to be in our midst, and probably Mustaq sir and Alodana of establishing a arbitral center at the ages of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association. We can work it out probably in the course of the day. And that seminar would discuss on various topics. Probably we will try to mix up things which we have already studied and which you may require to talk about. And Mr. Anil has agreed that we will formulate 4 sessions for that. And all these sessions will be not delivering classes. It will be always an interactive session, and we will be having a panel discussion. There will be a moderator, and at least 2 or 3 panelists will be there, and it will be going on a discussion mode. And this will be only on Saturdays. That's our plan, because this is a program that we intend to have it. We wish that people dedicate their time for this particular program. And in the seminar, we will be discussing about the changes in Arbitration Act is in the pipeline, and the central government has already constituted, Biju has already mentioned, has already constituted a team. We will try to bring at least 1 or 2 members of that committee for our final session, where we will be talking about how the Arbitration and Conciliation Act should look like in the days to come. And this is our plan. And about Project Complete Lawyer. Project Complete Lawyer is simply a project that was developed in order to see practice-ready lawyers are being coming to courts. And in fact, we want law students who are practice-ready to join the legal profession, rather than trying to see that we study in the law college and then we will get trained in the next. We wish to see that training is important, training in institutions of legal institutions, even during the time of their studies. And this project was has come up from the teachings and interactions with late Professor Dr. MR.JOHNSON, and Sarah's not in our midst. And I remember him in this comment for one reason also, because he believed that if anything happens in arbitration, that will happen in Kochi. And probably this is the time that we take it forward. Thank you.